before humans understood the secrets of the Congo jungle, before science revealed its hidden laws, a world already existed where every sound could announce the presence of a predator. In the dark heart of the Congo, among giant trees, deep rivers, and dense shadows, predators rule in silence, observing every movement before attacking. Welcome to Wild Congo, predators that rule the most dangerous jungle. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel to give us more motivation to keep creating quality content. Don't forget to comment below what you thought of the video and tell us where you are watching from, so we can chat together. Let's begin. In the depths of the Congo forest, where light barely pierces the leafy canopy, the leopard reigns as one of the jungle's most feared hunters. Its scientific name is Panthera pardus, a predator capable of vanishing into the shadows before any prey notices its presence. Unlike the lions of the savannah, the leopard lives and hunts in solitude, relying on stealth more than the strength of a group. Its muscular body can exceed 90 kilograms in large males, combining power, speed, and extraordinary agility. The dark spots on its coat break up its silhouette among the vines, trunks, and shrubs of the tropical forest. Thanks to this natural camouflage, it can approach within a few meters of its prey without being discovered. Its sharp senses detect minimal movements and faint sounds in an environment where visibility is often limited. Usual prey include small forest antelopes, monkeys, and other mammals that roam the understory. The leopard detects a forest antelope feeding near a zone covered by dense vegetation and begins to close in. It advances slowly between shadows and roots, using every tree and every bush to hide its presence. When the distance is minimal, it bursts from cover with a sudden explosion and brings down the prey before it can escape. The hunt ends quickly, because in the closed jungle, surprise is usually more important than a prolonged pursuit. After the capture, the leopard uses its enormous strength to drag the prey up a nearby tree. There it keeps the food away from hyenas, rival leopards, and other opportunists that might try to snatch it. In the Congo forest, the leopard does not need to dominate with roars. It is enough to remain invisible until the moment it decides to strike. In the misty heart of the Virunga Mountains arises the absolute monarch of primates, the mountain gorilla. Known scientifically as Gorilla beringei beringei, this giant is the spiritual and physical leader of the rainforest. The silverback, the dominant alpha male, displays grey hair on his back that symbolizes his hierarchical status and wisdom. With a weight that can reach 200 kilograms, his impartum physique is a mass of compact muscle designed for supreme authority. He possesses extraordinary physical strength, capable of lifting a weight equivalent to 800 kilograms, far exceeding the power of any human athlete. His jaws are equipped with robust canines and a bite force of 8,800 newtons, enough to crush bamboo and dense wood in seconds. He lives in a complex and peaceful social structure, where the family unit is the sacred pillar that guarantees the survival of the lineage. At the slightest sign of a threat, the silverback interposes himself as a shield of flesh and bone to safeguard his troop. He performs the iconic chest beat, an acoustic warning that resonates through the mountain to intimidate intruders without resorting to violence. His emotional intelligence is astounding, demonstrating bonds of affection and gestural communication that reflect a deep biological consciousness. Although he is a giant of colossal strength, he is a peaceful herbivore that consumes 30 kilograms of vegetation daily to maintain his stamina. As an architect of the ecosystem, he performs the vital mission of being a silent sower, dispersing seeds across kilometers of jungle. His daily activity guarantees the regeneration of the forest canopy, allowing Africa's biodiversity to flourish in dynamic and perfect harmony. Currently, this sovereign of the clouds faces the critical danger of habitat loss, becoming an invaluable biological treasure. The gorilla remains the guardian of the mountain secrets, the gentle spirit that reigns with a gaze of steel and a heart of peace. In the dense jungles of Central Africa arises the most colorful and extravagant primate on planet Earth, the mandrill. Mandrilla's sphinx is the absolute sovereign of color and the largest member of the Old World monkeys. Its most legendary trait is its face adorned with blue stripes and an incandescent red nose, an artistic design of biological evolution. An adult male can reach a weight of 35 kilograms, possessing a robust muscular structure designed for dominance on the forest floor. Its jaws are equipped with 6-centimeter-long canines, biological tools that match those of a leopard in size. It uses its threat grin to exhibit its mechanical strength and warn rivals of its unshakable defensive resolution. They live in gigantic social bands known as hordes that can group more than 600 individuals under the tropical sun. Although primarily terrestrial, the mandrill moves with surprising agility, climbing 20-meter trees to seek refuge. It is a bold omnivore that consumes everything from fleshy fruits to insects and small vertebrates to maintain its physical stamina. As a keystone species, it acts as the architect of biodiversity, dispersing vital seeds across kilometers of equatorial jungle. The brightness of its coloration is the barometer of its social status and biological health within the group's complex hierarchy. The mandrill remains the guardian of the jungle's colors, the vibrant spirit that reigns in the shadows with a will of iron. In the hidden swamps of the Congo, where still water mixes with reeds and floating vegetation, appears one of Africa's strangest birds. The shoebill, known scientifically as Balaniceps rex, looks like a creature from a remote past. Its enormous shoe-shaped bill gives it an unmistakable appearance and makes it a legendary figure of the African wetlands. It can reach more than 1 meter in height and remain motionless for long periods, observing the water's surface. Unlike many aquatic birds, it does not depend on fast pursuits, but on absolute patience and lethal precision. Its eyes are oriented forward, providing excellent depth perception to calculate the exact distance of an attack. Lungfish, catfish, amphibians, and small reptiles form an important part of its diet. Among the aquatic vegetation, the shoebill remains motionless as a statue while waiting for any sign of movement. It detects a lungfish near the surface and fixes its full attention on the exact spot where the prey appears. It advances slowly through the shallow water, reducing the distance without causing ripples that could alert the prey. When the precise moment arrives, it launches an explosive strike with its bill and catches the prey in a fraction of a second. The hunt ends quickly because the shoebill's attack speed leaves very little chance of escape. Besides fish, it also captures frogs, snakes, and small reptiles that share the swamps with it. As a specialized predator, it helps regulate populations of aquatic animals in extremely delicate ecosystems. In the Congo wetlands, the shoebill does not seem like a common bird. It seems like the last representative of an ancient era still surviving among the silent waters. Along the rivers of the Congo, where dark waters hide countless secrets, an ancestral predator waits motionless beneath the surface. It is the Nile crocodile, a species that has survived for millions of years by maintaining an extraordinarily effective hunting strategy. Its scientific name is Crocodylus niloticus, and it is one of the largest predatory reptiles in Africa. The largest males can exceed 5 meters in length and dominate extensive territories along rivers and wetlands. Its armored body, powerful jaws, and extraordinary patience make it a formidable hunter. In murky waters, only the eyes and nostrils usually remain visible while the rest of the body stays hidden. Thanks to this position, it can silently observe animals that come to drink without revealing its presence. During the dry season, numerous small antelopes visit the riverbanks to find water amidst the heat. The crocodile detects an antelope approaching the shore and remains motionless under the dark water. It approaches slowly, taking advantage of the current and the cover of the murky water to reduce distance without being discovered. When the prey enters the proper range, it emerges with a sudden explosion and launches the attack from below. the hunt ends in a matter of seconds, because the element of surprise makes the crocodile one of the river's most effective predators. Even attentive animals can make a mistake when the threat remains completely invisible beneath the surface. Its presence forces mammals, birds, and reptiles to stay alert every time they approach the banks. In the rivers of the Congo, the Nile crocodile does not need to chase for long distances. It is enough to wait patiently under the water until the opportunity arrives on its own. In the humid shadows of the central jungle, where water glides in silence, the sovereign of constriction arises, the African rock python. Known scientifically as Python sebae, this titan of scales is the largest and most powerful snake in the entire African continent. Its skin displays complex dark spot patterns that allow it to blend perfectly with the mud and vegetation near streams. It is a strategist of absolute patience, remaining submerged for hours on humid banks to execute an ambush of surgical precision. With a length of 6 meters and a weight of up to 90 kilograms, its physical structure is a mass of pure muscle designed for mechanical asphyxiation. Upon capturing its prey, it exerts a destructive pressure of 500 newtons, stopping the victim's blood flow and heartbeat within a few minutes. As a keystone species of the gloom, this snake regulates populations of small mammals, maintaining the biological balance of the rainforest. In the dense jungles of Central Africa arises the most brilliant and complex strategist of the natural world, the common chimpanzee. Pan troglodytes is our closest biological relative, possessing a social intelligence that challenges the boundaries between man and animal. With a weight of up to 60 kilograms, its physical structure is a mass of compact muscle designed for explosive power and maneuverability. Despite its familiar appearance, it transforms into a lethal predator when the troop decides to initiate a coordinated hunting mission. Its main target is the red colobus monkey, a canopy inhabitant that must face the war tactics of an organized army. Chimpanzees operate with specific roles, dividing into drivers who pursue and blockers who cut off all biological escape routes. They possess a mechanical strength 5 times superior to that of a human, capable of tearing limbs with a force of thousands of newtons. Upon reaching their prey, they demonstrate a dark and fierce side, using their intelligence to execute a rapid and ruthless capture in the heights. The aggressiveness of the troop is a testament to the complexity of their psyche, where social politics and hunger mix in the heart of the jungle. As a keystone species, they regulate populations of other primates, maintaining the dynamic balance and biological health of the African ecosystem. In the upper canopy of the African jungles, where branches touch the firmament, dwells the most elegant acrobat of the clouds, the colobus. The black and white colobus known scientifically as Colobus guerresa, is the sovereign of verticality and a master of biological balance. Its coat is a masterpiece of nature, with a mantle of long white hairs that flows like a silk waterfall amidst the emerald green. It possesses a unique anatomical structure by lacking thumbs, an evolutionary specialization that allows it to maneuver through branches with superior mechanical speed. Its biological life takes place in closely knit social bands, where collective vigilance is the only law to detect the forest's assassins. It performs prodigious leaps of up to 15 meters in length between the tops of trees, defying gravity with a bravery that amazes observers. It uses its long, bushy tail as a precision rudder, correcting its trajectory in mid-air to land on flexible and safe surfaces. The sky hides its greatest threat, the crowned eagle, an aerial predator that descends with a force of 1,500 newtons to snatch individuals from the canopy. In the shadows of the lower branches, the leopard patrols with absolute stealth, waiting for a colobus to lower its guard to deliver a crushing blow. But the most tactical danger comes from chimpanzees, who organize coordinated war missions to corner the troop in a botanical dead end. Its senses are tuned to process every crack of wood and every vibration of the air, maintaining a constant biological tension throughout the day. The flight is a display of pure stamina, where the troop disperses in an explosion of black and white color to confuse the hunter's vision. It consumes kilograms of leaves and fruits daily, processing the energy necessary to maintain its heartbeat at the most dangerous altitudes of Africa. As a keystone species, the colobus plays the role of the gardener of the air, dispersing vital seeds that guarantee the eternal regeneration of the equatorial forest. The colobus monkey remains the guardian of the heights, the spirit of silk that reigns in the green gloom with legendary agility and beauty. Above the highest canopies of the Congo forest, the crowned eagle dominates the skies as one of Africa's most powerful winged predators. Its scientific name is Stephanoetus coronatus, a raptor capable of capturing prey much larger than many other predatory birds. Its powerful talons and muscular legs allow it to capture monkeys, small primates, and arboreal mammals among the dense treetops. The eagle detects a monkey moving among the branches and remains hidden while carefully studying every move of the prey. It approaches using the cover of leaves and shadows, reducing distance without drawing the attention of the canopy animals. When the opportunity arises, it descends with explosive speed and extends its talons toward the prey before it can escape. In the Congo forest, the crowned eagle represents the maximum authority of the sky, keeping constant pressure on the primates that inhabit the heights. In the depths of the Congo Basin jungle arises a creature of mystical elegance that has remained hidden for centuries, the okapi. Okapia johnstoni is the giraffe's only living relative, possessing a dark velvet body and striped legs that evoke the figure of a zebra. Its most extraordinary trait is its black prehensile tongue that reaches a length of 30 centimeters to extract leaves from the densest branches. It possesses massive ears that function as high-precision acoustic radars, detecting the slightest crunch of a leopard in the forest gloom. With a weight of up to 300 kilograms and a height of 1.5 meters, its physical structure is a mass of silent power optimized for absolute discretion. The stripes on its limbs function as disruptive camouflage, allowing it to vanish between rays of filtered light and the shadows of the rainforest. It is a solitary and mystical inhabitant that patrols secret territories, avoiding any contact and becoming the biological ghost of Central Africa. It feeds on mineral-rich plants and fungi, processing the energy necessary to maintain its biological stamina in a landscape of scarcity. As a keystone species, its presence is the barometer of the health of primary forests, indicating the integrity of one of the world's purest ecosystems. In the impenetrable heart of the Congo Basin arises a titan whose mechanical force redefines the architecture of the tropical landscape, the forest elephant. Loxodonta cyclotis is the absolute sovereign of the forest gloom, a biological engineer designed to dominate the density of the equatorial woods. Unlike its savanna relative, this giant possesses a more compact physiognomy, reaching a weight of up to 4,000 kilograms. Its physical structure allows it to navigate the labyrinth of ancient trunks with an agility that amazes wildlife observers. It possesses straight, downward-pointing tusks, an evolutionary adaptation to avoid getting caught in the intricate vegetation while moving forward. This colossus acts as the primary road architect, opening biological corridors kilometers long that connect isolated ecosystems. Its paths of granite and mud are used by hundreds of smaller species, transforming the jungle into a network of life highways. The mechanical force of its massive stride crushes the underbrush, allowing sunlight to reach the ground and regenerate the lower flora. It is the continent's supreme sower, consuming up to 150 kilograms of vegetation and energy-rich fruits daily. Upon processing the food, the forest elephant disperses seeds of giant trees across vast territories, guaranteeing future biodiversity. Its digestive system acts as a germination laboratory, allowing unique botanical species to survive under the emerald canopy. In the bays or forest clearings, this giant demonstrates its geological intelligence by digging deep wells in search of essential minerals. It uses its tusks to fracture the soil and extract sodium-rich salts, providing a vital resource for other forest inhabitants. Its trunk is a prodigy of evolution, possessing a surgical precision capable of manipulating tiny objects and exerting a pressure of 2,000 newtons. Communication between troops is carried out through low-frequency infrasounds that travel kilometers through the jungle's dense atmosphere. The social structure is led by a wise matriarch whose biological memory stores maps of ancient water sources and salt licks. Within the group, the protection of the calves is a sacred mission where every adult becomes a wall of flesh against danger. Upon the approach of a leopard, the troop organizes into a compact defensive formation, emitting bellows that shake the humid air. This titan is a key factor in the fight against climate change by selecting small trees and favoring the growth of giant carbon-capturing trees. Its presence guarantees that the biological balance between plant and animal species remains dynamic in the heart of Central Africa. During the night, the forest elephant patrols its domain with unexpected stealth, moving like a 4-meter-tall shadow. It uses swamp mud as thermal armor, protecting its sensitive skin from parasites and the 30°C tropical heat. Solitary males travel immense distances seeking biological connections and defending their honor with indomitable mechanical force. By bringing down dead trees, the giant accelerates the decomposition cycle, nourishing the soil and allowing life to arise anew. Its physical endurance is the barometer of the Congo ecosystem's health, indicating the stability of the last virgin paradises. The forest elephant today faces the critical danger of illegal hunting, making its protection a priority for planetary biodiversity. Protecting this architect is saving the very infrastructure of the jungle, ensuring that Africa's green heartbeat does not stop. Every deep footprint in the humid earth is a testament to the ancestral power and the biological mission of a necessary sovereign. The elephant remains the guardian of green horizons, the gentle giant that reigns with a will of granite in the shadows. Its existence guarantees that the symphony of wild nature continues to resonate for eternity in the purest corner of the earth. In the densest shadows of the Congo Basin arises a living fortress of flesh and bone that commands absolute respect: the African buffalo. Synchorous Kaffir is the undisputed sovereign of brute force and the most unpredictable warrior patrolling the paths of the equatorial forest. With a massive weight that can reach 900 kilograms, its physical structure is a mass of compact muscle designed for unshakable endurance. Its most majestic feature is the frontal bone shield that joins the base of its horns, a natural armor capable of stopping impacts of thousands of newtons. It possesses very thick skin that acts as a biological shield against jungle thorns and the claws of the boldest predators. Unlike other herbivores, the buffalo is famous for its volatile temperament and a bravery that turns it into the aggressor at the slightest threat. The herd organizes into a compact defensive formation, creating a wall of hooves and horns that is impregnable to any hunter. Its senses are tuned for perpetual vigilance, using its prodigious sense of smell to detect the chemical trail of danger from a distance. In the presence of a leopard, the band maintains a defiant stare, forcing the feline to retreat before the imminence of a lethal counterattack. The mechanical force of its charge generates 5,000 newtons of power, energy enough to fracture bones and toss a rival through the air. It possesses an excellent social memory, recognizing lions that have attacked its calves and organizing coordinated defense missions with absolute fury. Even the sovereign of the jungle, the leopard, shows extreme caution, avoiding direct contact with an adult buffalo patrolling its domain. An enraged group of buffaloes is capable of chasing off a pride of lions, proving that biological unity is Africa's most powerful defense. Despite its heavy appearance, this forest athlete can run at a speed of 55 kilometers per hour, transforming into a projectile of flesh. Loyalty within the group is unshakable, coming to the rescue of any injured member with an iron will that defies death. As a keystone species, the buffalo shapes the landscape through intensive grazing, allowing flora to regenerate and sustain other forest inhabitants. It is nicknamed Black Death due to its absolute refusal to surrender, becoming the supreme symbol of resistance on the savanna and in the forest. During the night, the group maintains a closed formation, ensuring the herd's heartbeat remains protected under the shadow of the acacias. Every scar on its dark coat tells a story of survival and of battles won against the planet's deadliest predators. The African buffalo remains the guardian of stamina, the granite warrior guarding the biological balance in the heart of Africa. Its majesty is the ultimate testimony to wild power, ensuring the forest's infrastructure remains untamed under the eternal sun. In the deep and muddy currents of the Congo River arises the most irritable sovereign of fresh waters, the common hippo. Known scientifically as Hippopotamus amphibius, this titan of Africa can reach a massive weight of 3,000 kilograms. Its 6-centimeter thick skin acts as a nearly impenetrable biological armor against the tusks and claws of its rivals. Under the surface, the hippo claims absolute sovereignty over its patch of river, defending its aquatic territory with legendary ferocity. Its ultimate weapon is a cavernous mouth capable of opening at a 150-degree angle to exhibit massive ivory tusks. These lower canines can reach a length of 50 centimeters, biological tools designed to impale and crush any mechanical obstacle. The jaw of this giant generates a mechanical force of 12,000 newtons, a power sufficient to snap a Nile crocodile in half. The crocodile, despite being an apex predator, maintains an absolute safety distance out of respect for the undisputed monarch of the currents. When a reptile invades its biological bubble, the giant launches a lightning charge, transforming the water into a whirlwind of violence and blood. It is a riverbed walker that moves with unexpected lightness under the surface, using gravity to its advantage to patrol the bottom. Despite its clumsy appearance on dry land, it can run at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, outrunning most humans. During the night, it emerges from the channel to consume up to 40 kilograms of fresh grass, processing the energy necessary for its daily biological stamina. Its digestive system is a nutrient laboratory that fertilizes the Congo ecosystem with tons of organic matter each year. It secretes a reddish fluid known as blood sweat that functions as a natural sunscreen and a potent antibiotic for its war wounds. Compared to a lion, the hippo's mechanical strength is 3 times superior, making it the deadliest inhabitant of transition zones. Its eyes and ears, situated at the top of its skull, allow it to watch the world while 90% of its mass remains submerged. It possesses sharp territorial intelligence, recognizing every rock and every current of its domain with a precision that has persisted for millennia. As a keystone species, its presence guarantees that the river's biological balance stays firm against the pressure of other terrestrial predators. The hippo remains the guardian of the mud abysses, the indomitable titan that reigns in the silence of the water with an iron will. Its guttural roar is the wild heartbeat of the Congo River, a reminder of the absolute power that dwells in the dark heart of Central Africa. On the luminous borders where the dense Congo forest gives way to the vibrant savanna, Africa's most majestic living tower arises. The giraffe, known scientifically as giraffa, is the absolute sovereign of height and the tallest mammal walking planet Earth. With a height reaching 6 meters, this titan of the clouds observes the realm from a perspective unreachable for any other terrestrial being. Its physical structure of 1,200 kilograms requires a massive 11-kilogram heart to pump hemoglobin-rich blood to its brain at great height. It acts as the supreme watchman of the forest edges, possessing a long-range binocular vision capable of detecting a leopard's stealth from a distance. Its privileged height allows it to emit silent visual signals, alerting other herbivores to the proximity of predators hidden in the grass. It inhabits transition zones and open forests, where space allows it to maneuver its long neck with supreme elegance and parsimony. It uses its 50-centimeter prehensile tongue to navigate among acacia thorns, extracting vital nutrients that other beings cannot reach. It consumes up to 34 kilograms of foliage daily, processing the energy necessary to maintain its sovereignty in the warm climate of the Congo region. Although it seems a peaceful inhabitant, it possesses the deadliest defensive weapon of the plains, a lightning kick with immense mechanical force. The impact of its hoof can generate a pressure of 14,000 newtons, power enough to decapitate a lion or fracture a leopard's skull. Facing harassment from a pack of hyenas, the giraffe stands firm like a granite column, ready to discharge its mortal blow in a fraction of a second. The moment of drinking water is its greatest test of stamina, forcing it to adopt a vulnerable posture that challenges its instinct for perpetual vigilance. It is a master of energy saving and alertness, sleeping barely 30 minutes a day in brief periods to not lose the trail of the forest's assassins. As a keystone species, it acts as a high-altitude gardener, regulating the growth of the forest canopy and maintaining biodiversity in boundary zones. The giraffe remains the guardian of vertical horizons, the ancient spirit that reigns where the forest meets the freedom of the African sky. In the golden plains bordering the forest arises a titan of prehistoric appearance that dominates the ground with a massive presence, the white rhino. Keratotherium simum is the absolute sovereign of armored force and the second largest terrestrial mammal on planet Earth. With a weight that can reach 2,300 kilograms, its physical structure is a fortress of compact muscle supported by legs like granite pillars. Its most legendary weapon is its solid keratin horn that can measure 1.5 meters in length, a biological spear designed for supreme defense. It possesses a wide, flat mouth optimized for massive grazing, processing kilograms of grass daily to maintain its physical stamina. Although its vision is limited, its ears act as mobile radars, capturing the acoustic trail of any danger from hundreds of meters away. Before a threat, this living tank can charge at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, releasing thousands of newtons of mechanical energy. The impact of its body mass is capable of overturning vehicles and dissuading the boldest predators with a single display of brute force.
I don't think so.
As a keystone species, its selective grazing shapes the architecture of the savanna, allowing other smaller species to find refuge and food. Its heavy hooves aerate the savanna soil, facilitating rainwater filtration and the biological health of the African plains. However, this sovereign faces the critical danger of illegal hunting due to human greed for its sacred and millennia-old horn. The white rhino remains the guardian of the steppe, the granite spirit that reigns under the sun with a will of iron. Under the dense canopy, where sunlight is a distant myth, arises the most numerous and organized army of the Congo Basin, the Insect Legion. The driver ant, known scientifically as Dorylus, is the absolute sovereign of the forest floor, moving in columns of millions of individuals. This massive troop acts as a living tide of chitin that devours any trace of organic matter that crosses its radius of mechanical action. Their pincer-like jaws generate a force of 1 Newton, a surprising power capable of dismembering prey 100 times larger than themselves. Wild bees patrol the tropical air, performing pollination missions that guarantee the regeneration of thousands of ancient trees. They protect their hives with coordinated tactical aggression, injecting venoms that deter even the boldest primates of the jungle. Termites act as recycling engineers, processing kilograms of dead wood to transform cellulose into fertile nutrients for the soil. Without this microscopic infrastructure, debris levels would suffocate the forest, preventing Africa's green heartbeat from continuing to vibrate. Dung beetles fulfill their ecological mission by displacing organic matter and aerating the humid earth under the 30 degrees Celsius sun. Many of these inhabitants have developed artistic mimicry, imitating leaves and branches to elude the lethal stealth of woodpeckers. It is estimated that the total biomass of insects in the Congo far exceeds the weight of all forest elephants on the continent. They use pheromones and high-precision chemical signals to organize their biological society, demonstrating collective intelligence that borders on perfection. Every anthill and every hive is a fortress of stamina and tireless work, ensuring the cycle of life never stops in the shadows. Insects remain the guardians of micro-abysses, the small sovereigns that sustain the very structure of wild nature. Their silent and massive work is the barometer of the equatorial forest's health, guaranteeing the eternity of biodiversity in the heart of Africa. The heart of Africa beats to the rhythm of the Congo Basin, a biological cauldron where water and earth merge in a perpetual gloom. This equatorial realm endures a relative humidity bordering 100%, saturating the air with a liquid density that challenges biological respiration. Torrential rainfall discharges trillions of liters of water each year, feeding the flow of the Congo River, the deepest artery on planet Earth. Above the forest floor, the giant tree canopy creates a vault of chlorophyll so dense it blocks 99% of sunlight. In the depth of the primary forest, midday transforms into an eternal night, a world of shadows where visibility is a scarce resource. This architecture of shadows and humidity has sculpted the sovereigns of ambush, stealth warriors designed for short-range warfare. In an environment where vision does not exceed 5 meters, long trajectory speed is useless, giving way to explosive power. The leopard uses the gloom as its invisible armor, gliding among roots with icy patience before releasing its mechanical force. The high density of the humid air carries sonic waves differently, forcing predators to develop hearing of surgical precision. The constant heat of 30 degrees Celsius accelerates the decomposition of organic matter, maintaining a frenetic nutrient cycle on the jungle floor. The biological pressure of the dark jungle demands absolute adaptation, where instinct and tuned senses are the only shield against extinction. The Congo's climate is the architect of its fauna's indomitable character, a laboratory of endurance where life flourishes at the border of the impossible. The majesty of this green hell remains intact, guarded by humidity and the absolute silence that reigns under ancient canopies. The future of the Congo Basin stands at a critical crossroads where the majesty of its biodiversity fights against the shadow of human expansion. Indiscriminate logging fragments. The primary forest, reducing thousands of square kilometers of vital habitat to isolated and vulnerable islands of vegetation. Illegal mining in search of strategic minerals pours toxic substances into the rivers, poisoning the biological sustenance of thousands of aquatic species. The sovereign of the paths, the forest elephant, faces the critical danger of poaching, decimating its lineage for the illegal ivory trade. The loss of a single biological link in this laboratory of evolution triggers a chain reaction that threatens the integrity of the entire African lung. As the second largest carbon sink on planet Earth, the Congo processes trillions of liters of water and regulates global climate stability. The protection of sacred sanctuaries like Virunga National Park is the ultimate shield to ensure that Africa's green heartbeat does not stop. Fostering responsible coexistence and the science of satellite monitoring are the weapons necessary to combat the degradation of this indomitable kingdom. Our mission is to preserve this masterpiece of nature so that the spirit of the okapi and the gorilla continues to reign in the eternal gloom. The fate of the Congo is a mirror of the fate of humanity, a reminder that the heart of Africa must beat strong for eternity. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next content. Don't forget to share your opinions through the comments section. Before humans understood the brutal rules of the savannah. Before science explained the balance between prey and predator, there already existed a kingdom where every move could decide life or death. the wild lands of Kenya? Among golden plains, immense herds and lurking shadows, the great predators dominate the savannah with strength, patience, and deadly instinct. Welcome to wild Kenya, the kingdom of the great predators of the savannah. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel to give us more motivation to continue creating quality content. Don't forget to comment below what you thought of the video and tell us where you are watching from so we can chat together. May God bless everyone with health, peace, and love for nature. Let's begin. Under the scorching heat of the dry season, the African lion dominates the open plains of Kenya as the absolute sovereign of the savannah. Its scientific name is Panthera leo, and for thousands of years it has represented power, authority, and survival in Africa. An adult male can exceed 190 kilograms, while his dark mane increases his visual size against rivals and threats. But the lion's true strength does not always lie in an individual, but in the coordination of the entire pride. During the dry season, rivers shrink, grass disappears, and huge groups of herbivores concentrate near the last sources of water. There, lion prides wait for the ideal moment to attack zebras, gazelles, and especially the great migrating wildebeests. Females usually lead the hunt using experience, patience, and collective work to approach without being detected. Their muscular bodies are designed for explosive acceleration, capable of reaching nearly 80 kilometers per hour over short distances. However, the lion cannot maintain that speed for long under the extreme heat of the African savannah. That is why every attack must be fast, coordinated, and executed at the exact moment. Near a shallow river, a herd of wildebeests moves slowly, while dry dust covers the savannah horizon. The lionesses watch from the yellow grass, silently separating to flank the group without alerting the prey. When a young wildebeest becomes isolated, the lionesses accelerate simultaneously and launch the attack from different directions. The hunt ends quickly, because in the dry season, a missed opportunity can mean entire days without food. After the kill, the pride's hierarchy becomes evident around the prey. Dominant males usually eat first, while the females and young individuals wait their turn near the group. The lion's deep roars can be heard from several kilometers away, marking territory and warning other predators. Even hyenas and leopards usually remain cautious when a large pride controls a hunting zone. As a top predator, the lion regulates populations of large herbivores and maintains the natural balance of the African savannah. In the dry lands of Kenya, the African lion represents not just strength, it represents the collective power of a family born to rule the savannah. When Kenya enters the season of fresh grass, the open plains fill with Thompson's gazelles grazing under the golden light. In this immense setting, the cheetah appears like a living arrow, created to turn speed into power. Its scientific name is Acinonyx jubatus, and it is the fastest land mammal on the planet. Over short distances, it can reach nearly 100 kilometers per hour, but only for a few seconds before its body becomes exhausted. Its light body, flexible spine, and long legs function as a perfect acceleration machine over the open grass. The black marks under its eyes reduce the sun's glare and help it keep its gaze fixed on moving prey. Unlike the lion, the cheetah does not dominate through collective strength, but through individual precision and a burst of speed that is almost impossible to match. Among the Thompson's gazelles, it looks for young, distracted individuals or those separated by a few meters from the main group. The cheetah spots a Thompson's gazelle moving away from the group and lowers its body into the fresh grass to fix its target. It moves slowly against the wind, using every ripple of the terrain to approach without revealing its silhouette. When the distance is minimal, it explodes into a lightning run, changes direction with its tail as a rudder, and launches the attack on the gazelle. The hunt is decided in seconds, because if the cheetah fails the first impulse, the heat and fatigue can steal its opportunity. After an intense chase, it must rest before eating, breathing hard while watching for nearby hyenas, lions, and vultures. Its success depends on choosing the terrain well, calculating the distance, and attacking before the entire herd becomes alert. Although fast, the cheetah is vulnerable to stronger predators that can snatch its prey. That is why it usually hunts during the day, when many rivals rest under the shade and the plain belongs for a moment to speed. As a specialized predator, it helps control gazelle populations and keeps natural pressure active on the fastest herbivores. In the green fields of Kenya, the cheetah does not need to roar to be feared. It is enough to see it run to understand its greatness. When the season of abundance reaches the savannas and forests of Kenya, the leopard appears as a silent shadow between tall grass and dark branches. Its scientific name is Panthera pardus, one of Africa's most adaptable and stealthy big cats. Unlike the lion that dominates in a group, or the cheetah that depends on speed, the leopard hunts completely alone. Its muscular and flexible body can exceed 90 kilograms in large males, maintaining a perfect combination of strength and agility. The dark rosettes of its fur break up its body shape among shadows, dry bushes, and dust-covered trunks. Thanks to this natural camouflage, The leopard can disappear even when the prey is only a few meters away. Its eyes detect minimal movements in the dark, while its paws advance almost soundlessly over the dry earth. During this season, gazelles, impalas, and small antelopes fill the scrub areas looking for fresh grass and water. The leopard spots a young impala near some bushes and slowly lowers its body until it blends into the vegetation. It moves in absolute silence between dry branches and yellow grass, using every shadow to approach without being discovered. When the distance is perfect, the leopard breaks cover with a sudden explosion and brings down the prey before it can gain speed. The hunt ends quickly because the leopard's success depends on surprising before starting a long chase. After capturing the prey, it uses its powerful jaw and front muscles to drag it into the trees. Even animals heavier than its own body can end up suspended among branches, far from hyenas and other land predators. In the shadows of Kenya, the leopard does not need to dominate the savannah with roars. It is enough for it to disappear into the silence and attack from the darkness. When night covers the plains of Kenya, spotted hyenas appear in the darkness as an untiring patrol of the African savannah. Their scientific name is Crocuta crocuta, and they are one of Africa's most intelligent and resilient social predators. Although often seen as mere scavengers, hyenas are also efficient hunters, capable of bringing down large prey in groups. A dominant female can exceed 70 kilograms and control complex hierarchies within the clan. Their jaws are extremely powerful, capable of crushing thick bones and taking advantage of parts that other predators leave behind. Thanks to this ability, hyenas play a vital role cleaning up animal remains and recycling nutrients within the ecosystem. But behind their strange sounds and haunting laughs lies a complex social organization based on communication and cooperation. Their vocalizations can be heard from several kilometers away, helping the clan gather or locate food opportunities. During the night, the hyenas detect a group of weakened wildebeests near a dry area of the savannah. The clan begins to slowly surround the prey, using constant pressure and coordinated movements to separate the most vulnerable individual. When the wildebeest becomes isolated, several hyenas accelerate together and launch the attack from different angles to wear down its resistance. The hunt ends thanks to the clan's collective pressure, as few prey can resist for long against such a persistent group. In addition to hunting, hyenas also challenge leopards and lions to snatch food when they have a numerical advantage. Even big cats can be forced to abandon a kill if the clan becomes too aggressive and numerous. As predators and scavengers, hyenas maintain the balance of the savannah by eliminating weak animals and utilizing resources that others waste. In the African darkness, Spotted hyenas are not mere followers of other hunters. They are an intelligent army that transforms the night into their territory. On the scorching plains of Kenya, a warrior of modest dimensions, but with an iron will emerges, the honey badger. Mellivora capensis is the absolute sovereign of audacity, a creature that has renounced fear to dominate the African savanna. Its robust physiology hides a legendary biological armor, skin 6 millimeters thick that is almost impenetrable to fangs. This dermal layer is extremely loose, allowing it to twist its body to counterattack even if held by the scruff of the neck by a predator. It possesses an extraordinary immune system that neutralizes the lethal effects of neurotoxins from Kenya's cobras and adders. After receiving a massive dose of venom, the badger enters a temporary lethargy only to wake up later and devour its reptilian attacker. Its volatile temperament leads it to challenge prides of hyenas and leopards, using fierce bellows and an unwavering war stance. The mechanical strength of its jaws generates a power of 400 newtons, capable of crushing a turtle's shell in a few seconds. Relative to its weight of barely 12 kilograms, its tactical aggressiveness places it as the bravest animal recorded by modern science. It reaches speeds of 30 kilometers per hour to pursue prey or to charge against enemies 4 times its physical size. As a keystone species, the honey badger regulates populations of venomous snakes, maintaining biological balance in the heart of the savanna. The rattle remains the indomitable warrior of the plains, the small titan that reigns with legendary courage under the eternal sun. Beneath the murky waters of the Mara River, the Nile crocodile waits motionless as thousands of wildebeests approach the shore during the Great Migration. Its scientific name is Crocodylus niloticus, one of Africa's largest and most dangerous predatory reptiles. Some huge males can exceed 5 meters in length and remain hidden underwater for long periods without being detected. Their eyes and nostrils remain above the surface, allowing them to watch prey while the rest of the body disappears into the dark river. During the migration, wildebeests must cross the Mara to reach new grazing areas. Though every entry into the water can become a deadly trap, the crocodile detects vibrations and desperate movements as the herd begins to plunge into the river amidst foam and mud. It remains motionless under the current, slowly approaching until hidden among legs, waves, and moving bodies. When a wildebeest loses its balance in deep water, the crocodile emerges violently and closes its jaws around the prey. The hunt ends in seconds because within the river, the strength and weight of the crocodile turn the current into a deadly weapon. In the Mara, the Nile crocodile does not need to chase for long distances. It is enough for it to wait underwater until the migration comes to it. On the infinite plains of the Serengeti and the Maasai Mara, Africa's most powerful biological engine emerges, the blue wildebeest. Conocaetes taurinus is the protagonist of the great journey, an odyssey of survival that mobilizes more than 1 million individuals each year. This sovereign of distances travels more than 1,000 kilometers, following the mystical trail of the rains and the scent of fresh pastures. With a weight reaching 250 kilograms, its physical structure is a mass of muscle and stamina designed for uninterrupted marching under the sun. The strength of the herd lies in its massive numbers, creating a thunder of thousands of hooves that resonates like a biological earthquake in the savannah. The most critical moment of its existence occurs before the waters of the Mara River, a liquid border defended by scaled killers. Beneath the surface lurks the Nile crocodile, a 600-kilogram predator that waits with icy patience for the start of the massive crossing. Biological tension explodes when the first leader leaps into the abyss, dragging thousands of individuals into a cascade of flesh and panic. In the middle of the channel, the wildebeest fights against currents that displace thousands of liters of water per second, exhausting its mechanical energy reserves. The crocodile's attack is a lightning bolt of brute force, injecting a pressure of 22,000 newtons that fractures bones instantly. The water turns red under the 35 degrees Celsius sun as the herd sacrifices the weakest so the lineage can persist. Survivors who reach the other shore must immediately face the lions and leopards waiting in the tall grass. The wildebeest is the fundamental prey of the African food web, the massive source of protein that sustains all the sovereigns of the top. Their massive passing fertilizes the earth with tons of organic matter, guaranteeing the biological regeneration of Kenya's soils. They possess an infallible navigation instinct, capable of detecting storms at a distance of 50 kilometers through their finely tuned senses. Unlike other herbivores, their survival strategy is spatial flooding, where numbers exceed the capacity of predators. Each year, thousands of individuals perish in the river, providing a feast of nutrients for fish and scavengers in the aquatic ecosystem. This massive loss is not a failure, but a necessary biological sacrifice to maintain the dynamic balance of wild nature. The cycle of life in the savannah depends on the stamina of these nomads, the warriors who run eternally against oblivion. The wildebeest remains the beating heart of the migration, the indomitable spirit that flows like a tide of life in Africa. Without their presence, the Serengeti would become a sterile desert, silencing the roar of the lions and the majesty of the landscape. The persistence of this herd is the ultimate testimony to the will to live in one of the most demanding environments in the wild world. The destiny of the species is etched in its millennial roots, paths of blood and glory that cross the heart of the Black Continent. At the end of the day, under the shade of acacias, survivors rest, regaining strength for the next kilometer of their infinite journey. The wildebeest is the essence of absolute survival, the sovereign that reigns through constancy and the strength of numbers. In the golden plains of Kenya, a warrior of unmistakable design emerges, dominating the horizon with supreme visual authority, the Equus quagga. Its coat of black and white stripes is a masterpiece of disruptive camouflage, designed to confuse the binocular vision of alpha predators. This social inhabitant lives in a state of perpetual vigilance, with mobile ears that act as high-precision biological radars in the savannah. The African lion watches from the gloom of the tall grass, but the zebra detects the electrical tension of danger before the attack begins. By grouping closely, the stripes of hundreds of individuals blend together, creating a massive optical illusion that nullifies the hunter's aim. Its ultimate weapon lies in its hind legs, capable of delivering a defensive kick with a mechanical force of 15,000 newtons. This massive impact is enough to fracture a lion's jaw or break a leopard's ribs almost instantaneously. In open ground, the zebra reaches a speed of 65 kilometers per hour, maintaining superior physical stamina in the long race for life. It possesses excellent social intelligence, recognizing every member of its family through microscopic variations in the patterns of their black stripes. As a keystone species, its selective grazing allows tender grass shoots to grow to feed other herbivores in the Kenyan ecosystem. Its robust physiology allows it to survive extreme climates where the soil temperature exceeds 45 degrees Celsius during the African midday. The zebra remains the guardian of the striped paths, the warrior of vigilance who reigns with elegance and power under the eternal sun. The cycle of life in the Masai Mara continues to vibrate thanks to the unbreakable resistance of this sovereign of untamed natural design. On the open horizons where courage defines destiny, the most formidable warrior of the savannah emerges, the Cape buffalo. Synchorus Kaffir is the sovereign of brute force and the only member of the Big Five that has never been domesticated by man. With a massive weight reaching 900 kilograms, its physical structure is a fortress of solid muscle protected by thick skin. Its most majestic feature is the frontal bone shield that joins the base of its horns, a natural armor designed to resist high-energy impacts. Unlike other herbivores, this giant does not rely on flight, but on the formation of a living wall, impregnable to predators. The African lion shows extreme caution in the presence of an alpha male, conscious that a tactical error will result in immediate tragedy. Despite its heavy appearance, the buffalo can charge with a lightning speed of 55 kilometers per hour, transforming into a projectile of flesh and bone. A single impact from its bone shield generates a mechanical force of thousands of newtons, capable of fracturing the ribs of an adult feline instantly. They possess unbreakable social loyalty, coming to the rescue of any injured member through a coordinated counteroffensive that drives away entire prides of lions. Their tactical intelligence includes a prodigious memory, recognizing past attackers to execute acts of collective defense with an iron will. It is nicknamed the Black Death due to its volatile temperament and its absolute refusal to surrender even when outnumbered. Its dark eyes and tuned sense of smell detect the chemical signature of danger from a great distance, keeping the herd in a state of perpetual biological vigilance. As a keystone species, it shapes the landscape through its massive consumption of mature grass, allowing young vegetation to sprout for the sustenance of others. Its heavy hooves aerate the savanna soil, facilitating rainwater filtration and the vitality of Kenya's biogeochemical cycles. The African buffalo remains the indomitable guardian of the plains, the sovereign that reigns through the strength of unity and absolute courage. In the sea of golden grass of the Maasai Mara, an athlete of unmatched agility emerges, navigating between life and death, the Eudorcus thomsoni. With a weight that barely reaches 30 kilograms, this small inhabitant is the energy engine that sustains Kenya's most extreme sprinters. Its light physiology is designed for instantaneous acceleration, allowing it to reach a speed of 80 kilometers per hour in open field. Vigilance is its ultimate shield, possessing lateral eyes that scan the horizon for the deadly stealth of the cheetah or leopard. In the middle of the plain, under the scorching 35 degrees Celsius sun, a female pulls away from the herd to fulfill her biological mission of giving birth. Birth is a moment of extreme vulnerability, where the chemical scent of the newborn attracts predators hidden in the gloom. In a matter of few minutes, the small calf must stand up, using its trembling legs to integrate into the safety of the crowd. Upon detecting a threat, the herd uses the technique of stotting, jumping 2 meters vertically to demonstrate its physical stamina to the hunter. This visual signal warns the enemy that the chase will be a useless waste of energy against an animal with high-precision reflexes. During the escape, the gazelle makes sharp 90-degree turns, using its reinforced joints to break the predator's impact trajectory. As a keystone species, its presence guarantees the flow of nutrients and the health of the grassland, maintaining the biological balance of the savanna. The Thompson's gazelle remains the swift spirit of the plains, the sovereign of agility that reigns under Kenya's infinite sky. On the infinite horizons of the Masai Mara, a living tower emerges, watching over the kingdom from a perspective unattainable to any other being. The Maasai giraffe, scientifically known as Giraffa tippleskirchi, is the tallest mammal on planet Earth, dominating Kenya's verticality with supreme authority. With a height that can reach 6 meters, this colossus of the clouds observes the world with a gaze of steel and majestic calm. Its 1,200-kilogram physical structure requires a massive 11-kilogram heart to pump hemoglobin-rich blood up to its high-altitude brain. It acts as the supreme sentinel of the savannah, possessing long-range binocular vision capable of detecting a lion's stealth from 1 kilometer away. Its privileged height allows it to emit silent visual signals, alerting zebras and antelopes to the proximity of predators hidden in the golden grass. Though it appears to be a peaceful inhabitant, it possesses the deadliest defensive weapon of the plains, a lightning kick with immense and unstoppable mechanical force. The impact of its hoof generates a pressure of 14,000 newtons, capable of decapitating a lion or fracturing a leopard's skull instantly. It uses its 50-centimeter prehensile tongue to navigate the thorns of acacias, extracting vital nutrients under the scorching 38 degrees Celsius sun. The giraffe's sleep is an act of extreme courage, sleeping barely 30 minutes a day in short periods so as not to lose its biological vigilance. Males establish their hierarchy through necking, hitting their necks with a force of hundreds of newtons to demonstrate their genetic vigor to the herd. The moment of drinking water is its greatest test of stamina, forcing it to spread its front legs and remain vulnerable to the shadow of the hyena. As a keystone species, it acts as a high-altitude gardener, regulating the growth of the forest canopy and maintaining the dynamic balance of Kenya's ecosystems. Habitat loss threatens to fragment its biological territory, transforming the sovereign of the clouds into a survivor fighting against time and extinction. The Maasai giraffe remains the guardian of the African skies, the eternal spirit that reigns with a gaze of steel and an indomitable will. On the golden horizon of Kenya, a figure of monumental proportions emerges, whose steps vibrate the very structure of the earth, the African elephant. Loxodonta africana is the undisputed sovereign of terrestrial ecosystems, holding the title of the largest and heaviest mammal to walk on planet Earth. With a weight that can reach 6,000 kilograms and a height of 4 meters, its physical presence is a declaration of absolute power and ancestral wisdom. This giant is the supreme architect of the savannah, a biological engineer that transforms the landscape with mechanical force unattainable for any other being. It uses its colossal mass to knock down trees and dense bushes, opening paths that function as biological highways for hundreds of smaller species. By fragmenting woody vegetation, the elephant allows sunlight to reach the ground, promoting the growth of fresh grasses for the great nomad herds. Its trunk is a marvel of evolution, possessing more than 150,000 muscle units that grant it surgical precision and a strength of 3,000 newtons. During extreme drought, the elephant acts as the guardian of water, using its ivory tusks and massive feet to dig wells in dry riverbeds. These artificial fountains of life provide the vital resource for lions, zebras, and birds, saving entire communities from extinction by dehydration. The social structure of the group is led by an experienced matriarch, whose biological memory stores maps of routes and wells across hundreds of kilometers. Within the herd, the care of elephant calves is a sacred collective mission, where every adult forms a shield of flesh and bone against any threat. Faced with the stealth of a lion pride, the giants huddle in a compact defensive formation, emitting low-frequency bellows that resonate like thunder. A single movement of their massive ears is a warning of power, capable of dissuading the boldest predators through a display of visual intimidation. Their tusks can reach a length of 2 meters, multifunctional tools used to defend their honor and manipulate the environment with unique mastery. It possesses prodigious intelligence, with a 5-kilogram brain that processes complex emotions and social bonds that last for decades of existence. An elephant consumes up to 300 kilograms of plant matter daily, processing the energy needed to sustain its massive heartbeat. As a keystone species, its biological health is the barometer of the Masai Mara's integrity, ensuring that the cycle of life continues under the African sun. Communication between herds is conducted through infrasound that travels through the ground, a network of invisible messages connecting giants in the immensity. The African elephant remains the eternal guardian of the land, the sovereign of will who protects the dynamic balance of wild nature. Its majesty is the heartbeat of the continent, a reminder that true power resides in the capacity to create life and protect the future under the stars. In the slow currents of Kenya's rivers, the most irritable and feared sovereign of fresh waters emerges, the common hippopotamus. Hippopotamus amphibius is a titan of epic dimensions, capable of reaching a massive weight of 3,000 kilograms. Though it appears to be a peaceful herbivore, it is Africa's most aggressive force of nature, protecting its aquatic territory with absolute ferocity. Its mouth is a weapon of mass destruction, capable of opening at a 150-degree angle to display 50-centimeter-long canines. The hippo's jaw generates a mechanical force of 12,000 newtons, enough power to snap a Nile crocodile in half. Crocodiles, despite being alpha predators, maintain a safety distance of several meters, respecting the monarch of the currents. Any intruder invading its biological bubble underwater faces a lightning charge packed with tons of muscle and bone. Its 6-centimeter thick skin acts as armor against bites, secreting a reddish fluid that functions as a natural antibiotic. Despite its physical mass, it can run at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, outrunning most humans on firm ground. At night, it emerges from the river to consume up to 40 kilograms of grass, processing the energy needed to maintain its fluvial sovereignty. As a keystone species, its movements and waste fertilize the riverbeds, maintaining the biological pulse of Kenya's aquatic ecosystems. The hippo remains the guardian of the mud abysses, the indomitable giant that reigns with steel jaws and an iron will. In the heart of the Rift Valley, where water mirrors reflect the African sky, one of nature's most majestic visions emerges: the lesser flamingo. Fueneconaya's minor is the sovereign of color, transforming the shores of Lakes Bogoria and Nakuru into a vibrant tide of intense pink. Millions of individuals congregate in these biological sanctuaries, creating a cloud of feathers that looks like a glass painting under the Kenyan sun. With a height of 1 meter and a weight of barely 2 kilograms, its physical structure is a perfect combination of lightness and aerodynamic elegance. Its long, thin legs function as biological pillars, allowing it to navigate alkaline waters with absolute and sovereign grace. It possesses a specialized beak that acts as a high-precision hydrodynamic filter to extract microorganisms from mineral-saturated water. Its unique coloration comes from carotenoids present in spirulina, a microscopic algae that constitutes the energy engine of its existence. It inhabits caustic lakes where water pH reaches extreme levels, defying environmental chemistry under a 35 degrees Celsius sun. The skin on its legs is extremely resistant, acting as biological armor against salt corrosion and the thermal heat of the mud. The sight of thousands of flamingos performing a synchronized biological choreography is a testimony to the social harmony that reigns in the ecosystem. Taking flight, the flock reaches a speed of 50 kilometers per hour, stretching their necks and legs to dominate the blue horizon. As a keystone species, the flamingo regulates the algae population, maintaining chemical balance and the biological health of Kenya's alkaline lakes. Its presence is the barometer of the Rift Valley's vitality, indicating the purity of water resources in a land of extreme contrasts. Habitat loss and alteration of water levels threaten to fragment this pink kingdom, pushing the jewel of Kenya toward vulnerability. the flamingo remains the guardian of the crystal mirrors, the vibrant spirit that reigns where life dances on salt water. Above Kenya's infinite skies, the aerial patrol of biological recycling emerges, the sovereigns of decomposition. The white-backed vulture, known scientifically as Gyps africanus, is the most efficient scavenger of the African savanna. Alongside it, the butler eagle, or Terathopius ecaudatus, patrols thermal currents with a gaze of steel and supreme aerial agility. These birds possess visual acuity 8 times superior to humans, allowing them to locate a biological trail from 5 kilometers away. At the end of a hunt, the winged shadows descend in elegant spirals, marking the place where life transforms into energy for the flock. At the Colosseum of the Carcass, a fierce competition for nutrients breaks out, where the robust beak exerts a mechanical force of 500 newtons. The vulture is capable of consuming 1 kilogram of meat in barely a minute, processing the protein needed for its flight stamina. Its immune system is a miracle of evolution, capable of annihilating lethal bacteria like anthrax in its high-acidity stomach. They possess a gastric pH close to 1, a massive chemical power that dissolves bones and tissues that other predators reject. This biological mission is vital for Kenya's health, as they act as the supreme cleaners that prevent the spread of epidemics. Tosha Kaptotesa. The bateleur eagle uses its tactical skill to snatch meat fragments from the jaws of hyenas, demonstrating instinctive courage. In less than 30 minutes, a team of 50 vultures can reduce a 100-kilogram carcass to an inert skeleton under the tropical sun. As keystone species, they guarantee that the cycle of organic matter is completed, allowing the savanna soil to remain fertile. These raptors remain the guardians of biological balance, the watchers who reign in the blue void with infinite patience. The flight of the scavengers is the ultimate testimony that in nature nothing is wasted, and every death feeds a new beginning. The rhythm of Kenya is dictated by the eternal cycle of water, a geological heartbeat that transforms the savanna into a stage for life and death. When extreme drought reduces river flows, the 38 degrees Celsius sun forces large herds to congregate at the last waterholes. This massive concentration turns every riverbank into a biological coliseum, where the distance between hunter and prey is reduced to a few meters. Alpha predators like the lion and leopard take advantage of this vulnerability, executing hunting missions with a frequency and success that defines the height of the season. The Great Migration arrives like a tide of stamina, with more than 1 million wildebeests and zebras crossing the border from the Serengeti into the Masai Mara. This massive movement generates the largest feast on planet Earth, activating the mechanical force of Nile crocodiles at dangerous crossings. With the arrival of torrential rains, the sterile land is reborn, transforming into an ocean of green grass rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. Rain acts as the architect of abundance, dispersing animals across thousands of square kilometers of fertile plains for regeneration. Kenya's dynamic balance resides in this seasonal pulse, where scarcity and abundance rule the fate of the savanna's sovereigns. Every kilometer traveled under the scorching sun is a test of physical stamina, where biological error is paid with extinction under the predator's gaze. The Masai Mara remains the most demanding theatre of evolution in the world, a living laboratory where biodiversity shines in its maximum splendor. The Great Migration is the eternal testimony of the will to live, ensuring that the heart of Kenya continues to beat with indomitable force forever. In the heart of the Masai Mara, an ancestral culture emerges that has walked alongside great predators for centuries, the Maasai people. Dressed in their intense red shukas, these sovereigns of the land symbolize resistance and pride in the African immensity. Their biological life revolves around cattle, wealth that defines their social status and their sacred connection with the Kenyan ecosystem. They share their territory with lions and elephants, maintaining a dynamic balance based on deep knowledge of animal behavior. The Maasai warrior, or Moran, is the personification of courage, capable of facing dangers with barely an iron spear and an unbreakable will. Despite historical conflicts, they have developed ecological wisdom that allows coexistence between man and wild nature. Today, they lead community reserves that protect thousands of square kilometers, ensuring the biological future of Africa's fauna. Their presence is vital to mitigate human impact, acting as the guardians who maintain the integrity of the Masai Mara under the sun. The Maasai are the bridge between millennial tradition and modern science, a key factor for the dynamic balance of the savannah. The Maasai people remain the vibrant soul of the plains, the eternal custodians who guarantee that the spirit of Kenya never goes out. The paradise of Kenya stands at a critical crossroads, where the majesty of the savannah fights against the constant pressure of human expansion. Massive habitat loss fragments ancestral biological corridors, reducing the kingdom of the great predators to small islands of vegetation. Conflict between humans and wildlife intensifies as top-tier sovereigns cross invisible borders in search of biological sustenance. Climate change alters rain cycles, causing extreme droughts that exceed 40 degrees Celsius and exhaust vital water resources. Protecting the biological integrity of the Masai Mara is a supreme mission to ensure that the heartbeat of the lion and the cheetah does not stop. Modern science and satellite monitoring now allow the safeguarding of the most vulnerable species with mechanical precision never seen before in Africa. The future of the savanna's sovereigns depends on our will to execute large-scale conservation plans in every square kilometre of land. Fostering peaceful coexistence between local communities and alpha predators is the only real shield against definitive biological extinction. Our responsibility is to preserve this legacy of untamed beauty so that future generations can witness the glory of pure nature under the sun. The Masai Mara remains the barometer of planet Earth's health, a sacred kingdom that demands our respect and eternal protection. Kenya's wild spirit will continue to vibrate on the horizon as long as humans learn to be the guardian and not the destroyer of life. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next content. Don't forget to share your thoughts with us through the comments section.